What's up, people? Happy Friday. Weekend is finally here. I am happy as hell. It is hot as hell. Um, anyway, today's episode of GH was actually pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Um, so let's jump into it. Jocelyn, listen, we all been there. I'm pretty sure y'all all had little wild parties when y'all was teenagers and stuff like that back in the day. I did. Um, we all did that shit. You know what I mean? We all did it. But here's the thing. I felt like Jocelyn party was lame. It was lame. I Here's why I say it was lame. Listen, if you gonna throw a party when your parents are not home and it's a nice ass house, I would have turned that party out. I'm just saying. It would have been butt naked women running all through that party. I'm just saying. Yo, we would have partied till at least 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Come on now. Your mother all the way up in Puerto Rico? Hell yeah. We would have turned it out. I would have turned that shit out. Seriously. I would have turned that party out. That party would have been crazy. It would have been the talk of the town. I'm just saying. But her friend was smart though. She put up all the breakables and stuff like that. So that way, they ain't break shit. And your mother come in, she ain't gotta worry about the evidence. Um, but what I noticed was somebody left when they all ran to the hot tub and stuff like that, somebody left a cup on the white couch with some Cheetos up there. I said, no, no, no. You don't put Cheetos on a white couch. What is wrong with you? Damn, just dumb. Like, come on now. You don't put Cheetos on no white couch. I say, y'all crazy as hell. You don't never put no Cheetos on no white couch. What are you, nuts? Shit, you can't get no Cheeto stains out. I don't know why people have white couches. I'm not. I hate white furniture. I don't like white. I don't even like these walls because they're white. It's not a racial thing. The reason why I don't like them is because they get dirty. I don't even like wearing white t-shirts. That's why you always see me in dark color shirts because I don't like wearing white shirts because I don't even have to touch a white shirt and it gets dirty. I see a little spot or something on it. It could be brand new, just bought it, just threw it on, and it already got a spot on it. That's why I don't like wearing white clothes. And I don't like white furniture. Because if I get white furniture, you will never sit on my furniture. If it's white, you're not sitting on it. Because they get dirty. And it's like, I'm not paying to get that shit clean. I'm just saying. That's why I don't do white. I don't even like white walls. I should paint these shits black or blue. Blue is like one of my favorite colors. I don't do red. I might do red and blue or something. I might do one wall, like this wall right here. I might do one side of it, red and another side blue. I might do it that way. I don't know. But anyway, let me stop rambling on about colors. I just want to let y'all know. This is a little juice mixed in with a little alcohol, so I'm just saying. Well, shit, it's happy hour. It's 3 o'clock here, so it's happy hour somewhere in the world. Um, I'm just saying. Um, where was I? Yeah, I would have threw a better party than that. Come on now. But she was talking to this boy Oscar or whatever. They're both shy or whatever because it's obvious they like each other, and they both basically have a lot in common when it comes to their parents. So they figured that they had a lot in common, which was cool. But if Jocelyn don't get rid of some of that evidence, Carly gonna whoop her ass if she find out she had a party. Anyway, on the other side of town, like I told y'all before, Michael and Nell, I'm warming up to Michael and Nell. I'm warming up to them as a couple. I'm not 100% on board, as you all know, but I'm warming up. If this is what the writers want to do, what can I do? Yeah, I'm not 100% on board though. I'm not. I'm not 100% on board, but Michael and Nell are gonna happen, then it is what it is. What can I do? I'm starting to warm up to them. I'm starting to kind of like them because they are taking it a little slow. Like at least they sat on the couch and got to know each other. Like Michael, he told an embarrassing story about himself. Nell told a story about herself. She said how she got bit by a chihuahua, so she don't like dogs. I can attest to that because I got chased by a couple of chihuahuas when I was younger. Them little motherfuckers is fast. I outran that bitch. I remember. I think I was 9 years old. I think I was 9. I was riding my bike, and the neighbors, they used to always keep their fucking gate open, and they would have the chihuahua outside. And I used to hate when they did that. I used to always tell the guy, "Can you close your gate? Because your dog always runs out every time somebody comes past the house, and that little bitch bite." So he always kept the fucking gate open. I was riding my bike one day. I ride past the dude house. The fucking chihuahua come chase me, so I'm speeding my ass off. And the dog is on my heels, and I'm going as fast as I can. That little bitch still right on my ass, trying to chop at my feet. So I'm pedaling fast as I can fast. So I finally outran that bitch, and she ran back to her house. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like dogs, especially little dogs. Chihuahuas, I can't stand them. Pit bulls, I can't stand them. Saint Bernards, they're too expensive. Yeah, if you get a Saint Bernard, I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Beethoven, but if you get a Saint Bernard dog, feeding them motherfuckers will cost you a second mortgage. You have to take a second mortgage out in your house to feed them big motherfuckers. I'm just saying, them shits is expensive. They eat better than humans. Um. Anyway, so yeah, Michael and Nell, I'm warming up to them. I'm trying to give them a chance. You know, I'm trying to give them a shot. You know, before I totally dismiss them, but I'm trying to give them a shot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be a better me. I'm trying. But I did like the fact that they sat on the couch and told stories about each other, you know, because you don't see that on daytime, really. You know, when you're in the beginning stages of dating, people just go right to the sex. They don't even sit there and try to, you know, tell stories about when they were kids. At least Michael, you know, and Nell are doing that. And I like that the writers touched on that, you know, taking it a little, you know, baby steps. Even though they was kissing and all over each other. But still, you know, baby steps. Um, anyway, Stella, she was trifling. Stella was trifling. I like Stella. Aunt Stella, I like her. She was dead wrong for what she did though. She really was. She wasn't right for that. The way she cussed Jordan out in the squad room, that was not the place. That definitely was not the place. It was rude as hell. It really was, man. Like she was trifling for that. Like that's some shit that you don't do. You know what I mean? Like that's some fucked up shit. Like I was saying the same thing everybody else was saying. Jordan should have took her into her office, but Jordan did tell her, you know, to go to the office, but she didn't want to until Curtis came and they went into the interrogation room. Let me tell you, I get where Stella's coming from. She's pissed, and she has a right to speak her mind, but like I said, she did it at the wrong place and the wrong time. That wasn't the place or the time, but she does have a right to be angry because for years her family was led to believe that TJ was her nephew, and he's not. You know, so she has a right to be pissed. And when she went to go talk to TJ, she said that she could forgive Curtis or whatever for lying about the paternity. But when TJ asked about Stella and her mother breaking, you know, the hatchet, burying the hatchet, Stella not gonna do that. Stella's forever gonna hate Jordan. She's forever not gonna like her. Um, and of course Jordan doesn't want to be with Curtis because she don't want him to have to choose between his aunt and her, which is understandable. But you know, Curtis was like, no, there is no choice. Like he wants to be with Jordan. He made his choice, and you know, his aunt is gonna have to live with that. It is what it is. Um, and I agree. You know, they're adults. You know, like I said, everything that happened was 20 years ago. Jordan has apologized a million times. There's nothing she can do or say to make up for what happened all those years ago. So at some point, they're just gonna have to move the fuck on. It is what it is. Like, what are you gonna do? Can't change the past. If we could all change the past, all of our lives would be different right now. But we can't. So you just gotta move forward and make better decisions. Um, the scene with Monica and Sam, that was intense. Like, Sam had another episode where she was talking with Monica, but Sunny, a vision, she had visions of Sunny basically goading her and telling her that Jason is back in the organization. Sam pretty much said, she's not giving up. So basically, it seems to me that she's starting a war with Sunny that Sunny don't even know about. Like, she had visions of Sunny, and I think she's starting to start a war with Sunny that he don't even know nothing about. But here's the thing: she's so gung ho about Jason being out the business and staying away from Sunny, but you made Sunny the godfather to your daughter. Sam, and like I said yesterday, she needs to go to a doctor. I think she needs to go to a doctor, get some tests run to see if she's okay health wise, but I also think she needs to go see a therapist. I think she does. I think she needs to go see Dr. Maddox and figure out why she's having these episodes, why she's having these hallucinations. Like, she needs to figure that out and quickly, because if not, it's gonna get worse. And I feel like physically, it's gonna take a toll on her. Even Monica says she looked pale. Like, I think it's gonna, take a toll on her health at some point. So I think she needs to go do something about that, because she don't want to endanger her kids one day. So it's like, you go get some help. Um, so Garvey shows up at the island with his gun. Let me tell you something. Carly was a fucking G. Carly is the ultimate mob wife. Like, as much as she hate that lifestyle, or she claims she does, she's a bad bitch. Point blank, she's a bad bitch. She waited for her opportunity to nail Garvey so Sonny could take over, and she did just that. Like, she's been in this situation a million times, so she know how to handle it. She ain't cry, she ain't nothing. She knew she was straight up G. She was a gangster. And then she took the gun, she fired the gun, she missed, and ended up hitting Jason in the arm. But it was a scratch though. So Jason, I guess, shot Garvey. The cops took Garvey away. Um, Carly has the worst aim, like, seriously. She was supposed to shoot Garvey and she shot Jason. Horrible aim. Um, so Jason decided it was time for him to go back to Port Charles because he came to do what he had to do. He told Sonny how Julian was the one that told them about it. And of course, Sonny wants to know what angle Julian is playing. If this was all a setup, it would have been a dumb setup because this was Julian's chance to take Sonny down. He didn't have to tell Jason nothing. And if he didn't tell Jason, Sonny and Carly would be dead right about now because they wouldn't have seen it coming. And Julian, more than likely, probably would have helped Garvey take Sonny down. So, should be grateful. I mean, I get why he would be suspicious of Julian, of course. You don't let your guard down, but at the same time, you might want to say thank you when you see him. Um, so Jason went back to Port Charles, and Carly decided to stay because Sonny told Jason to take her back with him, but Carly decided to stay. A part of Carly wants to be with Sonny, and another part of her just keeps pushing away from him. So you don't know what she really wants. And I hope they figure it out quickly because I'm sick of the merry-go-round with them. Like, either get back together or stay away. Please pick and do it quickly. But anyway, this was a pretty good episode. Um, hit that like button, hit that comment button, hit that subscribe button. I will see all of you Monday. I hope all you have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool because I'm about to turn this ear on real quick because it's hot as shit. Um, so anyway, have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Don't party too hard. Stay away from all the alcoholics. Don't become one. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Peace.